We are live, ladies and gentlemen.
An error occurred. Please try again later. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Are we out there? The broken arrow. Yes, broken arrow.
What is this?
Can you hear me now?
Hello, anybody?
Anybody?
Can I get a 5x5? Is anybody here?
It says excellent connection. I don't know what's going on. I need some correspondence from the people. 5x5 says Greenleaf. Praise the Lord, everything came crashing down there last second. We went to hit the button and total system meltdown. It is definitely a freaking We All Gonna Die Wednesday, folks. Welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. 6 months, Livingston, man.
Six months we've been doing this show I didn't even want to do in the first place.
Yeah, I twisted his arm, and here we are on a We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
Nobody explained to me.
5x5, 55. Good to see you. Patty Roach, my brother. My mother, Spark. William Kays, Ronnie Braun, Wolfang, Ghost, Lincoln, Prepper Artist, Trigger Bar Philosopher. Welcome. Black Star Boys is in the building. We not yet. Not
under.
yet, but soon. We've almost made it to tomorrow. If he's
close enough.
If he's here.
Now would be a good time to insert ads.
It tells me an error has occurred. It's still showing us absolutely nothing here on the screen, guys. It says that there's, I don't know, a handful of people here.
We are flying by such wire
here. Yeah, it's a damn train wreck. That's what it is. Mad Shad in the house. What's happening, my brother? How are you? Jeep Girl, how are you? Pilgrim Prepper, Patty S, Love and Life, Johnny Preps, Mr. B Local in the house. Greenleaf says he's number 53. Very good. Jay Creature, thank you so much for your generous donation, my friend. We're going to put it right into the Polar Eclipse Fund. Pay your rent. Yeah, maybe we'll pay for the internet first, and then we'll pay the landlord down the line.
We have an excellent connection, just YouTube is like lying to us.
Yeah.
They tried to scare us off, like, oh, your live stream is not going to work. Look, the analytics stopped, like everything's...
Yeah, everything's going.
I can't even.
No, we can't. Don't
it's
touch
working.
it. Don't
I'm going
touch
to fix it till it's broke.
Let it go.
I'm going to fix it till it's broke.
Livingston, man.
You see this guy?
It is indeed. We call in the artillery strike.
All right, it's inbound.
Oh, look, see?
It's inbound.
It's not even working now.
It's inbound.
Jeez.
Fuck this guy.
Boom, there he goes. He's toast.
All right, that's us trying to post on YouTube right now. YouTube is like...
It's rough, man. It's rough out.
Ugh, he stinks.
So?
Super lean meat. He must have eaten a lot of soy. Ladies and gentlemen,
it seems like you're behind. Yes, everything is coming off the rails here tonight, Outlaw.
The internet in general was like rough today. I don't know what was going on, but it seemed like it was weird. I went to the store there, like machines were doing dumb stuff. Things weren't working right. A guy had probably trouble with the cell phone just being weird. Yeah. So, hey, let us know in the chat if you guys are experiencing the weirdness of the internet tonight as well. Things have been glitchy at best for me almost all day. All day I was on regular old cellular service. So that's usually kind of spotty. I can't, you can't guarantee that kind of connection. But when you're, Wi-Fi or hardwired as we are, plugged right into the grid, the matrix, if you will. That always works just fine.
Yeah. Billy Bird, welcome. Wolfang says the Russians did it. Yeah, Patty S says hers has been okay. Hunter25 says it's the Russians, without a doubt. Pilgrim Prepper, someday. Pioneer Spirit says the magnetic poles are weakening. Ooh. Stray Kitten's brain is glitching out.
Well, I figure being the first of the month maybe there's just like, some automatic, everybody's doing a software update or like a lot of big things.
Windows had to do an update.
New quarter or something.
Everything you were doing.
I accepted it up until the point when they told me an error occurred. Please try again later.
And it still says that. It still says an error occurred. Playback ID. Blah, 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 blah.
I can't refresh it.
Hashtag learn more. Don't touch anything. It's running.
Should we just blank out?
Eric.
Come back?
Eric N1RV says solar weather is the issue. I believe that. We actually had some incredible aurora borealis here.
Yeah, right here in upstate New York.
Yeah, it was pictures. Wild, man. Wild. Up in the Adirondacks, they got incredible photographs of that bright, bright red sky. Scary looking stuff, if you ask me. It's kind of eerie looking.
It can do stuff.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Radio interference.
No, my EMP people, these are the same relative, forces that are at work here. Like, this is what an EMP is also capable of, is not only destroying. If you follow us in the Facebook group, I kind of laid out some points. EMP, like a lot of people are worried about shielding their cell phones and small electronic devices from EMP.
Right.
When it's actually larger, what I called infrastructure tier electronic systems that are susceptible to big, huge, heavy cables that can carry currents long distances.
Yeah. They just overdo it.
It can backfeed in a grid. So, like, what you end up with is your cell phone might actually still work. Very short cable runs, if any at all.
Okay.
The problem is you boot up the cell phone. Oh, good, it works. The problem is what it connects to is gone.
Yeah, the entire system is down. Livingston, man, could you do me a favor?
I can.
Could you roll that beautiful bean footage,
Drop
sir?
it to them.
Air raid siren. There can be none of that. None of it. None of it. And poof. Fucking bombs everywhere. Poof. Fucking people getting gunned down in the streets. The fucking citizens have had enough of your shit. Revolution's coming. Revolution's coming. We're fucking done. Revolution's coming. Tell us to take it on the chin. Not likely. You're gonna fucking take it on the chin. When the revolution comes, no sirens, no bells, no fucking whistles. It's just gonna fucking arrive like the morning. Better prep the fuck up. Peace.
Got him again. You fucker.
Livingston, man, always.
8-3 men.
Fantastic. Thank y'all for joining us tonight, man. We really appreciate you guys being here. We actually took the whole YouTube screen right off because ain't none of that shit working anyway. And here you guys are. I can see the chat. That's all that matters to me. Yeah, Livingston, man. Could you bring us up our top story of We All Gonna Die Wednesday?
Top story tonight, Michael, is
Iran is 12 days away from having enough material to make a nuclear bomb.
So
here we are.
According to quote U.S. official, they do not believe it has mastered the technology to actually build a bomb. Okay,
I call bullshit. I think honestly, these guys already have this. I think they have a nuclear arsenal. I honestly do. I really do. But them saying they're only a couple days away, a little freaky.
12 days. Now, I don't know. Is the context? I mean, okay, because they come out loud with the headline.
They could have enough fission material for one nuclear bomb in about 12 days, they say. I think that they, they used to kick the inspectors out all the time, right? All the time. They'd kick the UN inspectors out all the time. If IAEA was there, they're like, hey, come look over here. Or, hey, come look over here. But they never let them go where they wanted to go when they wanted to go there. So I think they were doing a lot of shuffling around of stuff and hiding some extra stuff that they have. So if they say that they're 12 days away from having one, I think they're 12 days away from having 20. Personally, that's my opinion.
Perhaps, I mean,
I'm not saying, but Outlaw, that's what I'm saying. 12 days. How the hell do you figure that out?
Well,
apparently they're enriching enough uranium in their nuclear reactors to have enough of this byproduct, right? Colin Call. Okay, nice, cool, whatever. Okay.
Now, he made the statement, because Iran's nuclear progress since we left JCPOA, we otherwise call this the Iran nuclear deal, has been remarkable. Back in 2018, when the previous administration decided to leave the nuclear deal, it would have taken Iran about a year to produce one bomb's worth of fissile material. Now it would take 12 days. So again, here we are.
It didn't work. It didn't work. We sent them airplanes full of money.
Well, and we're deflecting back to Trump. We're deflecting back to Trump still with this issue.
So
now here's the thing: is it's not so easy to build a nuclear weapon. Now,
oh no, definitely not. This is a long, complicated process,
and you can look it up, and there's all sorts of things. But from my understanding of it, is there are a few key processes that are completely top secret. You can look up blueprints and Wikipedia and think you understand how it works, and that's fine. But you just can't build one without what is very secret. Now, of course, in this day of especially electronic espionage, it's not unheard of to think that this is entirely true. Yeah. I figure they probably already have one.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think they have more than that. And I think that they got enough money from us to be able to hire the right people to build these things hands down. Without a doubt.
Now, the Nuclear Weapons Club is a pretty exclusive club. It's a small club, and almost nobody's in it. You got the United States, Russia, China, India, Pakistan. It's widely believed Israel, although they won't say either way.
Yep.
South Africa developed nuclear weapons, and it is somewhat believed that South Africa gave up its nuclear technology, said, no, we don't need that.
Okay.
But instead it gave it to Israel, and that's how they got it.
Right.
But again, Israel makes no comment either way. They follow a nuclear ambiguity policy.
Yeah, we're just not going to talk about it.
Right. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, gray area. I agree with you 100%. My mother spark. Israel will not let them have enough of this material.
Israel will strike first.
They will not let them build a bomb because they know that they've said all the whole time that their purpose is to build it and then detonate it into Israel.
And Israel will not let this go. If this is real, Israel is doing something about it now.
That's basically 12 days until Israel hits Iran, is what they're telling me.
They've done it before.
That's the title of this article. You know what I mean? Crazy stuff.
And it's, again, maybe not a trigger per se for World War III, but again, this could open another front, whereas Israel has a preemptive strike policy. They will and have.
Yeah.
Shoot you first and not worry about it later. If they believe Israel's existence is threatened,
they will strike absolutely. First. Absolutely.
They've done it before. They've
airstruck
Iran's nuclear facilities before and been like, yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
So these can be a catalyst for yet another wildfire conflict that burns.
Or a nuclear catastrophe.
Sure. Now, both of these states, in theory, will be nuclear armed, and both are committed to the destruction of the other.
That could totally be.
And not for political reasons, but dare I say for religious reasons.
Yeah. 12 days from Iran possessing enough nuclear material to create a bomb. There was a great explanation if you scroll up in the chat a little bit. NY Prepper, what's happening, my friend? Trigger bar philosopher. It's very simple to build a gun-type bomb if you have the material. 12 days is based on enrichment calculations, which are easy to do based on the last sample they measured.
Right. So the headline is, the context of the headline is that they can enrich enough uranium for one, but it really doesn't say that they could make one.
Correct.
And you also have to be able to deliver it.
Yes.
Either a missile, a bomber, artillery shell,
like I'm
something.
saying, we sent them enough cash in the past that they could just buy the vessel to put the bomb in from another country. Hands down. I know a lot of countries right now who could use the money. You know what I mean? They got no problem sending you they only need a medium range missile to reach Israel from Iran. They don't need an ICBM, so to speak.
Well, big scary is you'd have like non-state actors smuggle this thing in, and you'd pull off the suitcase dirty bomb sort of attack. This way, you can't really legitimately be linked back to your specific administration regime, whatever.
But the title, man, just scares the crap out of me. You know, it basically says to me, you're 12 days away from Iran and Israel going at it. That's my take on it.
At the end of the day, and Israel will not allow this. If this is real, Israel, without question, will do something about it and not apologize.
So, exactly, MY Prepper. He said they could reach Israel with cruise missiles. So, very easy for them. And the drones that they've been sending, man, they've been sending a lot of drones to the Russians, and they've been, lobbing those things, man. It's not uncommon. They have technology, people think of them as a barbaric third world country, but their military is actually pretty advanced in Iran. They got some stuff, man. They got some stuff.
The blackout of Iran itself is incredible. Like they
just turn the internet off, right?
Well, that and Americans also. I mean, well, all right. Personally, I don't know much about Iran, and I believe that that's on purpose. I don't know that it is exactly like the third, like you said, the third world S-hole that everybody thinks it is, but it's probably on par with other. I mean, like a bunch of million people live there. It's Persia. It's ancient Persia.
It was a thrive in the 70s. It was a thriving, almost Americanish culture there.
Sure, and the Americanish culture came from the English colonization, we call it now. But again, their current administration in Iran are Western educated people, just like the Taliban and
absolutely
even some of North Korea's and Cuba's officials. They're Western educated folks who understand how our systems work.
Yeah. They know what's going on. They know how to talk the talk and walk the walk. And it's scary, man. It really steps up to the next level how fast things could go bad. You 12 days away is a Monday, says Patty Roach. Could be. NY Prepper says Russia could give Iran a few of their AS-15 Kent missiles. They have hundreds, and that's all Iran needs. See, that's a scary thought, guys.
The last time that the Arab nations, and that's lumping them in with Iran, but in this case, let's just talk about Iran.
Okay.
The last time anyone tried to wage a war against Israel, I believe, was in 1967 or 1970 something. And both times, the Yom Kippur War, Israel almost fell off and didn't make it, but still did alone by themselves. And then the next time they tried it again, got whooped. That's why Israel owns the Golan Heights and the Suez parts that they everybody says they occupy.
Yeah,
because that's what they took in that war.
Yeah,
everybody that's ever tried to fuck with Israel got wrecked.
Yeah,
and I see no reason
that will continue.
And without a coalition of all the Arab states, Iran has to hope that all the neighbors are going to swoop in too.
Yeah,
and a lot of them can't. Syria was a big ally of theirs in that war. Syria's in no condition.
No, they've kind of got their hands tied right now. They're a little busy.
Yeah,
they're a little busy amongst themselves. Rescue, welcome, my friend. GSP in the house. Daryl Calhoun, Virginia Bushcrafter, ex-NYC prepper. Man, we went down the.
I'm not giving Israel too much credit.
Nuclear hole tonight.
You know how much you think we give Ukraine too much money, you guys? I hate to think what you'll find out.
Yeah, how much we give Israel. NY Prepper says, do you guys know about the Netanyahu hostage rescue op? No, I have not.
Was that the one where they stormed in? Was it Uganda? And they put dudes on the ground and got the people out of here? That's got to be what he's talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know. Some African nation. It was a huge operation. It was killer. It's got to be what he's talking about.
Yep. And, tensions are really, really high over there right
in the whole
now.
world.
World.
Everybody's testing the waters. They're sticking their toes in because America ain't badass no more.
Yeah, right into Africa and exfilled a bunch of hostages. Very cool. Very cool. No, they're a highly trained military, very precise. They took everything that we know and added some more cool shit to it. So they're like America on steroids, but like really small, right?
I'm not standing for Israel, but I'm honestly just pointing out the obvious here. It's not a political issue. I'm not on a side of a fence or not. This is, if we're talking geopolitics, Israel is extremely armed, extremely high tech, extremely motivated, and a force to be reckoned with. It's why they don't get fucked with.
Exactly. That's nerve-wracking as hell, guys, to see all these tensions just keep ratcheting up and ratcheting up.
As we were saying, Israel almost certainly has nuclear weapons. They simply don't admit to it. So
yeah, there's a lot of that. Maybe, let's see, Hunter says maybe everybody is nuking up because they don't want any of our freedom.
What's it? Nukes get you in the club. It's like being a billionaire. When you have the nukes, you're in the club kind of. It's like, okay, all of a sudden we got to talk to you different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whether we want to admit it or not, the situation with North Korea changed when they set off a nuclear bomb. All of a sudden it was like, yeah. All right, so we talk a bunch of smack, but we standoffish because nuclear power is nuclear power.
And scary, man. Everybody's wielding that sword anymore.
Because there isn't that strong presence to be like, send a missile right up your keister, pal.
So as soon as they use it, I mean, that option's kind of off the table. If there's one launch, there's going to need to be massive restraint for there not to be a global ending nuclear catastrophe.
It's called brinkmanship.
Yes.
So what you do is you ratchet it up and you're like, I got this bomb. I'm going to throw it, bro. I swear to God. Yo, hold me back. Hold me back. And so then the whole world's like, yo, chill. What you need? What's wrong?
Yep.
What you need, bro?
Right.
And they make concessions. And if nothing else, they use them as a bargaining chip. But again, you got a workable, deliverable weapon. It's a serious chip on the world stage. And why wouldn't any political power want
it's a big freaking sword.
It's a big stick.
It's a big sword.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what we're seeing.
So it makes me nervous that, Operation Polar Eclipse and Operation Dark Winter are kind of telling the future. I almost want to quit because I'm afraid we're telling the future. Serious, man.
Art imitates life.
Freaks me out a little bit.
They're gonna copy us, man. It's like, they should have never made that movie, man. Like blaming Orwell for our problems. Yeah. He just told his story.
I'll tell you what it was. It was that freaking green comet. I told you guys that green comet comes when you see comets. They're freaking harbingers of bad shit to come, hands down. And here we have bad shit to come.
They used to think that the coma of the comet was actually raining down like toxins and bad stuff into the atmosphere. And if you think about it, I guess maybe that could happen. I can't count it out.
I don't know.
I only know what I was programmed. I wasn't programmed that.
See, prepping mantis freaks me out. I'm afraid that maybe we're foretelling the future. I don't want to be doing that.
Well, you know how when you're like, if you get like a hold of one of those good dreams and you can control it.
Ooh.
So what if that's just what's happening? Like, because I mean,
could be.
Is any of this even real, you guys, or are we in the simulation? Right?
Yeah, we're in the simulation.
Right here.
Poof. Steven says, can't wait for more Dark Winter and Polar Eclipse. Trust me, they are on the way. We have so much footage before the live tonight.
Bro,
that's probably what broke everything before we tried to start. Everything will be in 4K. And it's looking pretty good, man. It's looking pretty good. So a lot of work on our end, and we're trying.
Without spoiling anything or giving anything away, what I want to say is that what you have seen is about to really, really expand.
Yeah, and, big time. Should be pretty cool. And I am itching for some more Dark Winter from NY Prepper.
See that guy with the blue wrench, the NY Prepper there?
I've been scratching him. I'm like, man, I need some more.
You do as you, if you don't already, you go
I
to...
send him text messages, and I'm like, NY Prepper, can we please get some more Dark Winter? And he says, it's coming.
So if you go to NY Prepper, there's like these 3 dots that appear, and then like you can go to his channel and subscribe.
Well, actually,
there.
I think you just click on his icon, and it will bring everything up for you.
Not for me.
No, maybe not. But yeah. See, Mad Shad got the link right there. My brother, thank you so much, my friend. Moldy Soldier in the house. What's happening? You know, Moldy Soldier has a HVPAS patch in Idaho.
Thank you, Ghost Lincoln.
Oh, Ghost Lincoln. Wow. Thank you so much, my friend. That's an awesome donation. Thank you so much. Red Bulls, blue ribbons on you, Dark Winter, and Polar Eclipse. Can't wait. Thank you so much. Cheers to Ghost Lincoln. Thank you, my friend. We got NY Prepper, a new sub. Prepping artist is on it. Fantastic. Yeah, Moldy Soldier, man. He's got a HVPAS patch. Yeah, those are hard to come by. A few of you guys out there have HVPAS patches. Don't forget, if you share a photo of your HVPAS patch or shirt or hoodie or your We All Gonna Die Wednesday merch, and give us the hashtag Old Mutts Kids, hashtag Old Mutts Kids, so we can find them, right? You might have to click the, there you do. NY Prepper says, what are you guys drinking tonight? This is Red Bull, Amber Edition, and the Livingston Man is on the old PBRs.
Red, white, and blue. It won a blue ribbon like 150 years ago, and they still can't stop talking.
They're so excited about
when
that.
I first started drinking it, I complained that it tasted like flowers, quote.
Flowers?
Yeah, it had more hops in it than like the swill I was used to drinking. And then so it was like, and I always called it flower beer. But
flower beer. Livingston Man, could you bring up the next We All Gonna Die Wednesday topic?
Let's see what is next. Now, of course, there's Iran.
Thing. So we're gonna talk about this guy.
You guys
here.
They found a bug. Now, pardon me, but I have to show the very top of this by law. Apparently, I heard. So
there you go.
What the hell?
Oh yeah, create a BBC account.
Not that BBC account. Not that one. Not that one.
Moldy Soldier says hashtag Old Mutts Kids. Is that right? Yes, everything but the question mark. So when you share it online, if you hit the hashtag Old Mutts Kids, I'll be able to find it. Best photo is going to win something cool on the spring solstice. So make sure you share those photos on social media. We'll find you on Instagram, Facebook, all of those places. But yeah.
So you guys, they found a Jurassic era bug at an Arkansas Walmart.
Yeah,
and
check this thing out. It looks like a moth or a dragonfly, in my opinion. But apparently, this particular dragonfly is from when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, and it's still roaming the earth.
He found it on the side of the building.
Yeah, in a Walmart in Arkansas.
He'd found a bug that hadn't been seen in Eastern North America for 50 years. I said, it's okay. Fuck you guys. I hate the way they do this.
50 years they haven't seen this bug for. They thought it was extinct, but it was something that had lasted since the Jurassic period until about 50 years ago. And then they were like, oh man, they're all dead. That sucks. This thing lived so long and we killed them all off. But lo and behold,
he studies insects, so he took it home and he forgot about it. But in 2020, he showed his students, and they realized it was something far more rare than expected. It was a giant lace wing.
Yeah, that's what these things are called.
And been seen in America.
Eric, I agree with you. It looks like a dragonfly, man. It didn't look like anything too fancy to me, but apparently this thing is from the Jurassic period. So I'm still hanging out. Outlaw says the Mothman. They could be his descendant's great cousin, you know. Interesting that these things are starting to pop up again. And I would say keep an eye out for more interesting creatures to start popping up.
If they can release a fucking deadly virus from a lab, you know what kind of bugs, like real bugs?
Yeah.
Not like good bugs, like dead bugs, sir.
Those ticks. Ugh. Don't even get me going on the
Culling
tick.
is coming.
The tick conspiracy. The sharks too, absolutely, Shad. I think we're going to see a lot of weird things come out of the ocean. I think we're going to see a lot of weird things crawl up out of the earth, and it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting.
This is we have some more somewhat breaking news. This is from Channel News 5, ABC affiliate in Cleveland, Ohio, of all places, of course.
Yeah,
a propane and nitrogen tanks
caused another explosion at a metal facility in Ohio today. And lots of smoke, lots of nasty stuff in the eyes. I don't know what the hell is going on with Ohio, but it is like a freaking bullseye on it lately. Scroll up just a little bit more. This is from, Twitter.
Cleveland Fire, Twitter. Yeah. They had to, shut it down. They had to put it down. All the employees were safely evacuated. No one was hurt.
Yep, that's the good news. The good news.
Also, it was contained and brought under control. No one was hurt. Again, we're going to like to stress that no one was hurt yet.
Another facility in Ohio goes down.
The fire caused some nitrogen tanks used in the tooling process and propane tanks used for forklifts to explode. They contained the threat and hazmat units responded to the scene. Now, this is all damage control in the wake of the Ohio train disaster.
Absolutely. But if you notice,
one is media focusing on it now because it's a hot trending topic. Two is people going out of their way to show that they're doing something about it. So what we're seeing here is a magnified focus.
Magnified response to all of the smaller incidents.
When honestly, if we were probably to look back, you would find that this happens a lot and all the time. I saw someone say with evidence that I can't bring forth now that you'd be surprised how many rail accidents happen. You just heard about this one, and I believe that.
Yeah, it could be.
How many car accidents happen? How many of them do you hear about?
Yeah,
did it involve somebody you knew? Then you didn't care and you didn't hear about it.
Greenleaf says died from coincidence.
Sorry.
Yeah. Teresa's in Ohio. Yeah, they need to pick a different state. They're picking on you guys lately. Love and Life says train derailment in Florida carrying 30,000 gallons of propane did not break open. Jeez. So it looks like they're after our infrastructure one way or another. Or is it the crumbling?
I'm pretty sure that some folks are willing to believe that there is a targeted campaign against our infrastructure. Now I wonder, and if so, I wonder if is it outside forces, non-state actors with a malignant intent.
Okay.
Or is this a test? The same way, I built a computer program, so I'm going to hire hackers to see if they can break into it.
Yeah.
Or what we've seen here is those
testing
shows,
of the system.
Those shows where people got a house and they hire the burglars to try to break in. Are we seeing that? They're this is proving.
I don't think so. I think it's either aged, crumbling infrastructure, right? So everything's old, everything's shitty. We all know this. Or like Rapture Ready said, sleeper cells. And that totally could be. Pioneer Spirit says there's 1,000 train derailments in the U.S. a year.
As far as everyone's concerned, this year, now so far we've that anyone cares about, there's 2 or 3?
No, I think there's been a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, but the ones you heard about, some of them were rather dramatic, like that smoke plume from that Ohio thing. That was dramatic, man. Yeah. And it makes good pictures. And
the video.
Now,
it's terrible what
when you see
people there have to live through, though.
These media campaigns, you have to ask yourself, am I being sold something with this? And if so, then what am I supposed to feel if I'm not being sold something? What's the point in driving this point home the way that they do?
It's, hey man, they ran for 3 years on fear, the death ticker right there on your freaking TV live every night. How many people died today? Right? The
literal ticker.
Literal ticker of how many people died today on your TV every single day. They live to scare the shit out of you. And any way that they can, they will try to.
Because you stay clicking and watching and believing it.
Exactly. And that that was kind of the reason we started this whole "We All Gonna Die" Wednesday thing.
I didn't want to do it.
It was a mockery. It's a joke. We all gonna die Wednesday. Ha 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 ha. Keep prepping.
It's an ironic joke because a lot of times it's not funny.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're right, Rapture Ready. The fear sells. And you can see that from your great big YouTubers. They love to sell the fear. Full Spectrum Survival, the Canadian preparedness guy, constantly hit you with the doom and gloom. Constantly. Just beat you in the head with it. Not that it's not out there to share with everybody, because it is. It's everywhere. Everywhere you look, the news is pushing the fear tactics, So it's easy to pick that ball up and run with it. And it's, I try to keep my eyes more on the government takeovers of things, which I think a lot of these incidents are going to turn into. In Europe right now, they're talking about the government taking over farming as a whole, the whole entire food system, government controlled, because they've got no fruits, no vegetables. They've got a big produce crisis going on over there, and nobody's really talking about it. And they're in for some hard times coming up. They're rationing things over there right now. Something to think about, guys. So where's this all going to go, Livingston, man? Is it going to be the total government takeover of the rail systems, of the critical infrastructure of everything that was private? Obviously, you guys can't do this well enough on your own, so we're going to have to take over for you and run it ourselves.
Well, as always with these, now in a capitalism system like we have, you get what they call oligarchs, okay, in Russia and Europe.
Yeah.
Like, these big rich guys run all the stuff. I hate to break it to you.
Well, those are your Robert Krafts and your
we have
Tysons
those guys too.
Yes.
All right. So
we just call them rich people here.
Yeah. Do you let them control the thing at their whim and beckon, or do you give it to a government who is most likely equally inept, but government will waste more money but still do the job wrong?
Yeah. They're going to say that they're doing all this and say that they're doing all that, but in reality, all they're doing is hiring more people who will work for eternity underneath this government flag. And P.S., we need more tax money now to pay for this.
Right, and you end up like a serf. I don't want to use the word slave, but I probably could, to the system, where instead
you're labor, sliding headfirst into communism,
and you are simply provided for in the context that it benefits the system that you work for. Like, yeah, you get a little pod and food rations, and
you get into your 15-minute cities.
And then Orwell talked about how you get your little half a cigarette where the tobacco falls out the end of it if you don't hold it level, and but you are given that in return for your utter obedience and service to the machine.
Mad Shad, welcome to feudalism, my friends.
It's indentured servitude at best.
Yep.
So, and we already live by that system if you think about it. And so who do you want to be in control of it? The government or the big rich guy?
Yeah.
In America,
it's tough.
In America, traditionally, we have chosen government over the big rich guy. We kind of equate big rich guys with kings at the end of the day.
Right.
And we have a problem with those in our blood. And yet we worship them right up until the point where we're like, we've had enough. And then we declare independence and have a revolution.
Yeah, Mr. B. Local says, be thankful. Be thankful. That's right. Be very thankful that the government is not running things right now.
Look what they do run and how well they do it. And the only thing that runs with efficiency and...
was it Reagan that said the closest thing to eternal life is a federally funded program? They never go away. They're always getting money. Things that were turned off back in the 80s, they're still funneling money into. And that's how they fund all their black projects.
The only time any government acts with efficiency and quickness is when they're voting on their own pay raise. No brainer. Going through.
Outlaw went and said it. The big rich guy buys the government.
And you're okay.
Yes,
so
those are called
now,
lobbyists.
Fine. And I love your comment. I'm gonna let you finish. Now do Donald Trump.
Yeah, same thing. Hey, both sides, man. Screw them both. They're playing us all for fools. I'd be happier if we could have a lottery.
You know my favorite
just
president?
Draw social security numbers and congratulations, you're the new president. You're the new vice president. Just pull people from the people, average everyday people.
And you get what
some
you
be
get.
rich, some would be poor.
You get what you get.
Some wouldn't. No hablar inglés.
Can you believe it?
You would be there, man. And I would think it would be a more honest government. You know what I mean? And you're there for a couple of years and you're gone. And a whole new, lottery comes about and a whole new set of people come in.
There was a time in America when it was like that, which is just gone now because folks found out about loopholes and legal ways to. My favorite president is Calvin Coolidge because of one quote, story about him where in his day you could run for 4 terms, I think. Same reason FDR was allowed to run 3 terms. Calvin Coolidge was before him. So you could run in more than 2 terms like we have now. They were like, "You're going to run for a 3rd term?" And he was like, "I didn't want to run for a 2nd one. I came here to do what I needed to do, and I have done that, and I want to go now." The man came to change what he thought needed changing.
And he's done,
he said,
and
"I'm
away
done,
I go.
And away I go. There's no reason anyone should build a residency here.
No.
And a big part of
people's house.
A big part of American politics is it's not the people's house. It is some people's house.
Well, it's the special interests house.
He
who donates more
house.
to the campaign funds and career politicians. That's what we have to change here. And I don't know how we go about it. I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but I got a whole shitload of questions.
Too many.
Love and Life says it's going to come down to government reliance versus self-reliance. Absolutely.
And they will stamp out those who dare to demonstrate self-reliance. They're already trying to vilify it every chance they get. You trying to bottle your own rainwater? I don't think so, pal.
Can't have that. That. Lucky Dame says, why not? Gambling's as crooked as politics. That's right. We just mesh them together. The lottery and voting, and there it is. You don't even have to vote. They're just going to pull numbers. And
how to rabbit hole, everybody, if you want to do this after the fact, is figure out where does my lottery money actually go. You'd be surprised about the hedge funds and the weird bank in Wall Street that goes on with lottery money, big money.
Mr. P. Local, you're right. Questions for days. I got lots of questions.
Question everything. If you didn't see it with your own 2 eyes, there is at least a 50% chance it's fake because it either is or it isn't.
That's right. You guys don't even know if this is real. This could be fake.
We've done it before, and I'll do it again.
You got to question everything, guys. Absolutely, question everything. There's just so much bullshit out there. It's so hard to sift through it and find the actual real information anymore.
And that's intentional.
Yeah,
that's the psychological mind fuck they hit you with. Is you are presented with all sides. And you have convenience paralysis. I use this analogy sometimes. When I go to a store, okay, I want A or B, not A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Because now I can't make a choice. When I have A and B, I'll just grab the one I want and leave. Okay. So what media intends to do, whether it's actually intentional or not, but what they do
is play right versus left.
You have this 360 view of everything. All the colors blend to gray, and you can never be sure.
It's true. POTB says make politicians skip a generation to avoid royal families.
Thank you.
Make income median for when they serve, so they only do as good as their people. Rules for the people affect them the same also.
No more dynastic politics. I need no more.
Correct.
I don't need any more Roosevelts, Livingstons, Clintons, and Washingtons, and everybody else. You're done. That's monarchy stuff. I rule by divine right. Who the hell are you? I'm Chelsea Clinton. I don't care.
Yep.
How's
Performance-based term limits. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Do you know who I am? I wish I didn't, Chelsea. I wish I didn't.
Let's see. John Durham says, I hate it when journalists tell you something without proof and expect you to believe it. Now, long gone are the days of Walter Cronkite getting up there and saying, these are the facts of the day, right? This is what happened today. Form your own opinion. And now it's, here's my opinion on what happened today. And they're only going to tell you what happened today one time, real quick. And then the whole rest of the article is my opinion on what happened today and how it's Trump's fault or how it's Biden's fault or how it's Kamala Harris's fault or it's Edward Snowden's fault or it's the Livingston man's fault or it's whoever's fault.
I had no fault in this matter, but everyone else did.
Place blame everywhere. Absolutely everywhere.
Well, and you see, especially in election cycles, especially with campaigning, what they'll do.
Yeah, I want to hide underground in 2024 when the election stuff comes around because I don't want to freaking hear it anymore, man. The last election just really turned me off to politics in general, and just watching the way things are going. It doesn't matter which side is at the helm of this train wreck that's about to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen no matter what.
It's a game that we are not playing, but that is being played regardless.
It's almost like hot potato, and at some point, somebody's going to end up with it when it all falls apart, and I don't know if they want it to be them. So they're like, here, you take 4 years. No, here, you take 4 years. No, here, you take 4 years. No, here, you take 4 years. Because they're all afraid to be the guy who's in control when everything comes crashing down, or they'll never get reelected. Just my opinion.
It's a system they're bred to uphold and be a part of. If I can muster any sympathy, and I hate even calling it that, but I guess I'll go with understanding. It's that they know not what they do. They're simply born into a system. They are who they are, and they feel entitled. But as Americans, at the end of the day, we don't do that attitude. Like, what it sounds like is monarchy, aristocracy, king, queen, princess, me better than you, law for thee, not for me.
That's what really chaps my ass.
Now, we did a study one time. I wish Vision was here. I guess he's
busy.
Lurking.
He's busy.
But so we did a study, and we found out that mad American presidents were literally related to
by
English royalty.
Yep.
And then we started to realize that perhaps the system that we live in is presented different, but isn't different.
Yeah. Very, very true. Mr. B Local says the system is broken. You ain't kidding, my friend.
No, the system, I think, is working exactly as intended.
The laws for thee and not for me. We see it all too much.
In context of that state, the system is broken for us.
Yeah, not for them. Not for them. It is definitely rigged in their favor and skewed against us.
Sure.
The stack of laws that we have to abide by, you could use it as a stairway to heaven.
Sure. And as they talked about term limits and other sort of restrictions on government, another one that needs to be absolutely enacted as an amendment to the Constitution is that no one is above the law. I guess they left that part out.
Yeah.
But that no one is above. If there is the law, it's at the top, and that everybody
is underneath it.
Because we obviously, as Americans, and as any civilized person on earth that has ever witnessed corruption knows, that it don't work like that.
It sure don't. It sure don't. Grateful Preps NJ says there are groups out there trying to fix it. I sincerely hope so. I don't know what the answers are. But again, I got a whole lot of freaking questions. Don't mistake me for no Antifa.
By the way, just to be clear, like I will bong a commie with a
Black Star
cast iron
Boys
pot.
wants to know if there's a law against hipsters. No. In fact, here in the People's Republic of New Yorkistan, they encourage hipster-ism shit. Yeah. I see them all the time. I tell you what, you guys want to see fucking hipsters? Come to Columbia County, New York during apple picking season. Late September, early October.
They all wear the costume, the country costume, I call it.
Yes.
They got the branded,
I got my flannel shirt. I got my trucker cap.
Their Carhartts ain't even dirty.
That's right. That's right.
Is that a fitted?
Yeah. It's true. It's true. They come by the busload almost to pick all of our apples. But it's good because they take the shitty ones and they pick the low-hanging fruit. And they save all the good ones for me.
Well,
if you're doing it right, you put your big tall kid on your shoulders and get the ones way up high.
Every single dude will be wearing like black, like low top logging boots. Like they look like logging boots, but then they're low top cuts. Not, And then they're got
Doc Martens is what they really
He has coyote brown corduroy pants that are obnoxiously slim fitting. He will be wearing either a green or red
flannel,
or maybe a white one if he wants to look like Alec Baldwin from Beetlejuice. Possibly a vest, and he will be wearing also the hat. Maybe not. And
depending upon the season, it's either the Scully cap or the trucker cap.
Yeah, and there will be facial hair involved, but like when you look at him, you can tell that he's like his delicate hands have never experienced work. And you can see him too because she's like, I want to buy this pumpkin as she pulls out the iPhone and she's got the Han Solo uniform on with the black. She's got the black leggings and the boots with the fur, and she's the white top with the black North Face vest. You know who I'm talking about.
That's right.
And she's like, can we get some apple cider, please, honey? And he's like, oh my God, they don't even take Discover card here. No. And so he tries to lift the pumpkin, and he can't. And he's like, can you please help? And he
looks like he's in a strongman competition.
You can see him. And so what you see is two like Hispanic gentlemen pushing a cart with a pumpkin on it, and like this hipster guy like falling behind him like he's the boss. And he gets to the counter and
it's true. It's true. It happens all the time. Welcome to upstate New Yorkistan. The boys looking at her.
She had them boats with the fur. Turns out there was 150 of them chicks though.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell them apart.
There's a whole lot of them there. There's a whole lot.
The real Slim Shady, please stand up.
The mix of like heavy perfume and hairspray and freaking Ulta makeup through the apple orchard is overwhelming. You got to go on a weekday when none of them people are around. They
cloud up the whole atmosphere. Everybody's worried about a train crash in Ohio. I'm worried about like 150 Han Solo dressed women showing up wearing different perfume. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a wedding, but like, wow. Okay, ladies, if you want to coordinate dresses and shoes and stuff, you might want to think about coordinating
perfume.
Yeah, because listen, damn.
So when they all come up in their luxury SUVs, NY Prepper said it best, the luxury SUVs, and they park. My favorite is when they come up all dressed up to the nines and it rained like all week, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, rain, and it's a freaking mud hole. And they come up in all their fancy stuff. I love to watch them struggle in the mud. It's my absolute favorite. You put mud on a hipster, and it's like throwing holy water on a freaking vampire, man. They're like, my boots are all muddy, and they lose their shit. It's like throwing holy water on a vampire.
So you've been trying to watch them pump dresses and shit, man.
Do it. Just throw a little spoonful of mud at one of them. Whack! And then just freaking melt.
No, in New Jersey, I don't know if it's different now, but like my understanding was that you can't pump your own gas in New Jersey or something.
That's right. Yeah.
So when they come here, they have to, because we don't do that. Like you pump your own damn gas.
Yeah, they're saying that the gas pumps. Like,
I've seen them like,
where is the guy?
They put the thing in the thing and they just stand here like think it's gonna do it.
Yeah, no, guy, you got to put your cigarette
There's
out
come
first
in
before
the
you
store all
pump the
mad.
gasoline.
I did $50. I put which one are you? I'm that one out there. Which one?
the Lexus. The Lexus.
Yeah, you got to make a big deal about it. I'm driving the Tesla. Why are you at the gas?
He's got to fill up the generator because he's going to run out of
You
electricity.
should definitely top up the generator.
Yeah, sorry,
in the,
man. You're going to
Tesla,
have to stop at one of those charging stations.
Boots with the fur.
Is still echoing.
It's the most annoying, absolutely catchy thing I've ever.
When they're covered in mud, man, I love it. And they're freaking out because they've never really been dirty before because everything's concrete and melts my heart. Right there in the feels, I feel so much better.
As a working stiff, I feel like that if, like, listen, you're either like young blood or like you are an out of touch rich person. I see you with Carhartt that ain't broken yet. I'm like, oh, it's either one or two things.
You just got it.
Yeah, like, oh, boss man bought him a jacket for Christmas. Ain't that sweet?
Isn't that nice?
35 years, his kids will break that in. Or I see you at the store and I'm like, why are you in the hardware store? Let me help you because I know for a fact you don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I hate the hardware store. You ever see these guys? They go in there, can I help you? I'm pretty sure you can't.
Home projects on the weekends for somebody who works all week at the hardware store.
Can I help you find something? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I know more than you.
Yeah.
And they're like,
it's terrible, man.
me and a buddy of mine go to the store, right? Okay.
Well, they show up with the freaking Tesla, and he's got to get 10-foot 2x6s to build this thing for my honey dip. Right?
And you're standing in line, just like,
how are we gonna put them 2x6s on the
this
Tesla?
is gonna be good. I gotta see this.
Yeah.
They will do some
Dumb shit.
things.
Tie the doors closed. Climb in through the windows.
Like get that angle, like through the passenger window and out the back of the trunk, and it's like, and you're looking at this guy like you didn't even think about how you're going to get this wood home, but you're going to get it home.
He just knew that he needed it, and he's there to buy it. Yeah, this is the hardware. That's where the guy told me to go. The lumber yard.
Well, because Instagram, like Han Solo wife, she's like, honey, can you build me a deck for a pandemic? And he was like,
yeah,
okay.
we got this. We got this.
And he went on Google and
he watched a YouTube video.
I need like 10 2-inch by 6-inch by 96-inch
boards.
Thanks. Yeah.
Granite State Prepper says, I fit one 2x6x12 in my Mazda. I need a truck. Yeah, that's when they're sticking out the windows, it's time to call a friend with the truck. Patty Roach says, the sunroof. I've seen it.
I go to Lowe's with a buddy of mine, and we're doing a wiring project, and we needed a 14 3-wire. We were hooking up 3-way switches.
Okay.
So we just needed like 100 feet of this stuff. Go there, like, hey, bud. The guy's like, find something. We're like, yeah. We're looking for a 14 3-wire. And then he looks in the same ass place that we're just
no, I know it's not.
It's clearly not there. Like you got there in the back. I can assure you, you do not. Apparently, the back is straight empty. They don't have shit in the back, but that's fine. Okay, fine. We're like, we'll come back when you're gonna get some more. I think we'll get the shit, but tomorrow, come back tomorrow. Show up. It's us, same dudes. We're literally dressed in the same clothes because we worked like all night. Same guys. He walks up, same shtick. I got about something. But he looks him right in the face. He's like, 14 3-wire? It's like, well, what are you guys doing?
He looks at him. Go through the whole thing again.
Looking for 14 3-wire.
That's what we're doing.
Needless to say, we got the screensaver and the 14 3-wire. But these are the guys. I had a chick tell me one time I was trying to buy outlets and light switches at once. And she's like, I know what you're doing with those. I know what you're doing. I'll have to say that. I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? You're going to hook that light switch to those outlets. That ain't safe. You can't do that. Now, she doesn't know that that's exactly what the fuck I'm going to do. But she didn't know that that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm like, hey, what I'm going to do? What are you even talking about? I'm just buying light switches and outlets. What electrician don't go to the store and just buy some switches and outlets? She automatically assumes I'm going to do some illegal shit that I was actually really going to do.
So some more money-saving tips for folks. If you want to save money on getting yourself a Christmas tree, right? Follow the hipsters up. Follow them up the Parkway. right up the Taconic State Parkway. You can see them all on a Friday night up to the Airbnbs. They come up the Taconic Parkway, and then they're going to go cut down a Christmas tree. Anytime between Thanksgiving and Christmas, right?
You have a nice pine tree,
and they're going to try and tie it to the roof of their Tesla with some old shoelaces that they got laying around. And then they're going to do 90 miles an hour down the Taconic State Parkway, right? So all you got to do is at night, just take a ride down the parkway and just look for that Christmas tree off on the side. Just pull over, pick it up, throw it in your car.
Free tree.
Yeah, they come here to get them because they're like, $50 to $85 for a cut your own Christmas tree here. In the city, that's a $150 Christmas tree. Right? Oh.
Last Christmas, another buddy of mine, the real racket is get like 25 Christmas trees and go down to the city and sell them.
Yeah, you can make a fortune.
They was picking up $60, $75 a foot or more, dude. Wow. Like, he's telling me this, I'm like, and now,
damn!
Well, now you know why your local Christmas tree farm is struggling to keep up.
Well, makes sense. They sold out in like 2 weeks last year. All the trees that you could harvest in 2 weeks, they were gone. And I try to go to the smaller farms, the family ones, the family run, the local ones. And they get picked pretty clean, man. The city folks come up here and just gobble up everything. Cheap groceries, fresh fruits and vegetables from the farms. They come up and gobble up everything they can, pack it in their car,
like a plague,
and drive it down. An Ulster farmer label his cow for deer season. I've seen it. They go out with the orange marker paint. And they spray paint cow on the side of the cows, or horses too. The horses. Yeah. It's terrible, but it sucks.
Prepper Book Club. I am extremely, and the older I get, every single year, the more I am against a real Christmas tree because I feel like it's such a waste. Just
I'd love to do like a living Christmas tree, something I could have in a pot and then take it back outside a couple of years.
What I keep saying, okay, whereas this can work for you, okay, what I keep saying is plant a tree. Like when you found your little homestead, right?
Yeah.
Plant a little freaking tree.
And decorate it every year.
And so that like you have something to like live on. Like, if you're so lucky in 3-4 generations, you have this massive tree that like is like this, this
Rockefeller's tree. Rockefeller's tree.
And you can sell it to New York City and they can cut it down and kill it. And because so city people can throw Starbucks cups at it. It's the world we live in, folks. I didn't design it. I just described it.
Sad but true. Here we are. Man, what time is it? How long have we been rambling?
8:40. Well, we were 7-10 minutes late, so we're going over. We're going to give the people what they deserve.
The We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Sorry we took it off the death rails for you and went on to some lighter talk, but
Christmas trees were.
Hey, free trees on the side of the parkway, and just put them in. Keep driving down to the city, and what would you say it was? $75 a foot.
And when you see an abandoned building, like just know that like there's probably like copper pipes and wires in there, also free.
Also free.
I mean, if you don't see a sign, it's free, right? Follow me for more financial advice. You guys, I have, as always, appreciated our time together tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you all for joining us on a We All Gonna Die Wednesday. If you guys are still here, if you're enjoying yourself, smash that like button for us. It helps us kick the algorithm's ass a little bit. And last check, I think we're like 20 subscribers away from hitting 6,000 subscribers, Livingston, man.
That would be a pretty cool milestone. Yeah.
Almost there.
Like, if any of you is anybody, and I think you all are, except for a couple of your bots, but that's fine. Most of you are real people. If you want to share our channel and get us we need like 11 subscribers. We're hitting 6K.
Yeah, almost there.
We hit 6K. Not only we're going to do a special video for sure, but we just really appreciate. We just need like 11 more people. Like y'all know somebody.
Send them on over. Send them out. They'll probably only be here until they see one live stream. Then they're like, nah, man, we out of here.
I try to be as offensive as I can, but they were like my kids watch, so I've been trying to chill, but like it still be a little edgy and listen.
Yeah. Yeah. So much love to our younger subscribers. Yeah, earmuffs, guys. Earmuffs for the kids.
If you stuck with us this long, we love you so much. 6 months, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, one in the chat as we go out. If you've seen every one of these, We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. 6 months worth of We All Gonna Die Wednesday, Livingston, man. Fantastic.
6 months tonight, you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad I talked him into it.
I didn't want to do it. I was like, why? Why would we do this?
Yeah, why would we do 2 nights in a row?
Ugh.
2 nights in a row.
Turned out this one was the popular one. So now I just I get drunk on Tuesdays. I just talk crap.
Yeah, we get them going on the government tirades. I figure they're going to kill one of our streams every week. So we just pick which one we want to.
Black Star Boys is still with us, you guys. So that, as of 8:43 Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
We have not all died yet, but that doesn't.
It's true. Black Star's here. He says tomorrow is coming, at least a little bit of it. Eric says, my kids still remember Mike giving him a donut at the first prepper tag sale. Oh, fantastic. Happy I could hook him up, man. 6K got to celebrate with some spam. So we've actually been talking about doing.
You're going to tell them about that.
Yeah. Maybe a little spam cooking.
I'm gonna open up the cooking channel a little bit. I bought I went to the spam.com, got it right from the source. Okay, I got the spam,
Hormel, baby.
The spam cookbook, curated by the people, the men and women, the people themselves.
Spam, yeah.
Hormel Corporation said these are our recommended recipes. There's over 50 of them. And wouldn't you know, I have over 50 spams. So the idea was maybe like once in a blue moon, we'll pull out the spam and do something this book said and eat it.
Yeah. Eric says half a bottle of Jameson and then you'll eat the spam. Hey, some people, it takes something to wash it down with. The last cook that we did was actually pretty good.
Dude, I ate it all. I ate the whole thing. Smacking.
That explains why I didn't see him for a couple days.
Where'd you even put that video? That's in the shorts.
Yeah.
You made it what they call the Yankee pot roast. Instead of a pot roast, it's a spam, and it's still
came out pretty good.
Oh, killer.
Very, very good. But thank y'all for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for your donations. Prep up, guys. Prep up as much as you can. Keep your wits about you. Don't get caught up in all the drama bullshit.
It's meant
just stay the plan, keep doing what you're doing, and train, guys. Get out there with your gear, even when the weather's shitty, especially when the weather's shitty. Get out there with your gear. Thank y'all for joining us.
If we do it because you want to, you can do it because you have to.
Absolutely. Have a great night, folks. We'll catch y'all on Tuesday. Have a great one.